Hello everyone, so in the previous video I showed you my vinyl collection, and today I decided to show you my CD collection, which is a little bigger than my vinyl collection, I'll say that. This is Radiohead's The Best Of. This was a gift from a friend. Oh my god, it has some songs from OK Computer, Kid A, the bands. Next one, we have Radiohead's Kid A. This is one of my favorite Radiohead albums. It's like one of the best left turns in music history, as you all know, because they went from this rock band to a more electronic kind of sound, and what they did here is one of the best albums ever made. Animals by Pink Floyd. I love this album cover, by the way. Probably my favorite Pink Floyd album. It has 5 songs in it. My favorite one would probably be Dogs. This is based on a novel by George Orwell called Animal Farm. Each track is related to animals in the novel, like pigs, dogs, and sheep. More Pink Floyd. Everyone recognizes this cover. It's in every t-shirt. Like, it's not my favorite Pink Floyd album. It has some classic songs in here like Time and The Great Big in the Sky. Man, it's just a quintessential Pink Floyd album. Okay, this band right here gets unnecessary hate from everyone. It's Arcade Fire's Funeral. I really like the last song in this album, especially. You should look up what bimba music is on Google. It's all about sexual innuendos and stuff. It's just really funny music that people dance to in parties over here. Cozinha. That's how you say that name. We have Talking Heads here. There's nothing much to say about this one. It's a classic. The production on this thing is amazing, and it's not for everyone. Wouldn't recommend this to everyone. If you want to be a music nerd, typing in like best albums ever made, this sure will pop up in there, because this is truly one of best produced albums ever. Talking Heads, Remaining Lights. You probably recognize this cover too. So the original album cover, like the vinyl one, like if you notice there above the banana it says peel here and see, I think. Peel slowly and see. You could peel the banana in the cover of the vinyl and it would show like a pink version of the banana inside. Yeah, this is Velvet Underground and Nico. It's a really good album. I absolutely love this. Heroin is probably my favorite track out of this. I love this album. That's what I bought it, and it's a classic album right here. Like any music nerd knows this album. Kendrick Lamar, To Pimp a Butterfly. This is one of my favorite hip-hop albums ever. The blending between jazz, hip-hop, funk, old school kind of production hip-hop music in this is just incredible. The lyrics and the themes explored in this album are amazing. Kendrick is one of the best rappers alive. If you haven't heard this already, you should do yourself a favor and listen to it, because it's really good. Furry album. This is Twin Fantasy by Car Seat Headrest. It opens like this. Okay, this is 2 versions. You have the 2011 version, and here should be the 2016 version, the remaster. I love this album. It's one of my favorite indie rock albums ever. I listen to it all the time. It's just so good. Okay, next one. We have Fleet Foxes' Helplessness Blues. If you've seen my last video, I showed you that I have the vinyl of this already. One of my favorite folk music albums ever. Pink Floyd The Wall. This is the album that made me really into music in the first place, because I listened to this thing and I didn't know, like, you can make music like this You can have an idea and explore it and go wherever you want with the sound and still create bangers out of it. And it is really an experience that you have to sit through and listen. And you can also watch the movie, because this album has a movie. I like the inside of it. It has like all this cool art. Quintessential Pink Floyd album. Radiohead's Unshaped Pool. This is my favorite Radiohead album. The lyrics in this can be quite depressing. The strings in this are amazing, just beautiful. Okay, next one we have more Radiohead. This is OK Computer. This is one of my favorite Radiohead albums as well. It's absolutely phenomenal. It's incredible. Listen to it. Next one, another record that I already showed you the vinyl because I also own it. Waste Blood, Titanic Rising. Amazing album. Duke Ellington and John Coltrane. This album is amazing. It's piano and soprano saxophone. This will sure get you into jazz. Do you like jazz?
You like jazz?
I found out about this record right here because of the first track, In a Sentimental Mood, which I heard in this movie called Ida. And I was like, ooh, it sounds really good. And I wanted to see what it is. It was this Duke Ellington and John Coltrane. Here we have a movie soundtrack, Guardians of the Galaxy soundtrack. Really cool 70s bangers. You can sing along to this on the car and it's really fun. The World of Hans Zimmer. I wouldn't say that he's my favorite soundtrack composer ever, but like I wanted the Lion King soundtrack on CD, and this is the closest that I could get. This is a Portuguese artist. This is like the Portuguese Freddie Mercury. He is called António Variações, and he made a couple of bangers back in the day. My father told me that he went to watch him once, and people were throwing rocks at him because he was gay, you know, and that made me pretty sad. But he eventually became a huge star and important figure in the Portuguese music scene, and I bought this in his memory, and I love his music. It's his Baby Driver. It has some really cool bangers in here. I listen to CDs mostly in my car, and I was like, what should be the first one essential album that I should have on the car to listen to when I'm driving? And I'm like, oh yeah, Baby Driver. The most recent CD that I got, it's Sure by Fleet Foxes. The instrumentation in this is amazing. The lyrics, everything, you can tell that a lot of care was put into this. I love this album so much that I even got a tattoo, like over here, saying I am not my season. It's the name of one of these tracks that means a lot to me. So yeah, that's all the CDs that I own, and I hope that you enjoyed the video. Have a happy day. Bye. I don't know how people can play the guitar like... What is this chord? Like, how people can make it sound good? I